Big welcome to Moonshine Falls here at
Hi, I'm Dave McEwen. I'm a musician. I originally got started playing music when I was 4 years old. My father played the banjo, and he came home one day with a mandolin for me to play. The rest of the people in my family played, my older brother and older sister, so that was my turn to join the family band. And I started on a mandolin at 4 years old. Along the way, I picked up guitar that my brother played, auto harp, bass. I learned to play my father's banjo, and pretty much anything else with strings. It just takes a little bit of time to figure out the different chords and notes, but once you learn one, the rest that follow are a lot easier. My favorite genre would have to be bluegrass. That's what I grew up playing, and that's my whole family played, and that's near and dear to my heart. I currently play bluegrass with my fiance. We have a band called Moonshine Falls, and we play at different festivals.
on the shoulder, you know that you get a little older every day.
Oh, it's funny. My first album was recorded really late in the game in my life. It was about 4 years ago, but I had played on numerous projects for other people as a sideman. So when I went in for mine, I pretty much knew exactly what I wanted, and we were able to go in and get it done in a pretty short period of time. We had a lot of help. We did it down in Nashville with a guy named Tim Carter, and he's a fantastic engineer, and he helped me co-produce it, so he figured out what keys are best for me and what tempos and everything, and it was a great experience. I actually had a really good experience playing music through my whole life. When I was in my late teens, early 20s, I met a group of guys called the Gibson Brothers, and they're one of the top bluegrass acts in the country now. They do really well. And along the way, I also met, I learned to work on instruments because I didn't have the money to pay people to fix my instruments. So as a repairman, I ended up going on the road with some pretty famous musicians. Pino Palladino, I bass teched for him, and he's the bass player for The Who. I worked with him in another band called D'Angelo and the Vanguard. Yeah, throughout the years, most of my instruments came from my father. He bought a lot of instruments, and we were always, or I was always welcome to them. So, what if I didn't have a banjo? I could just go take one of his banjos, and he was always really free with that. I've gotten a couple Martin D28 guitars, which are pretty expensive, from him. And then, in the past few years, I started building some, and I just bought another Martin from the 1950s that is very collectible.
She's the love all my life, spent the hours searching for the words to say. On that day, she said she'd be my wife now, spend my life with my sweet Aunt May.
Music is a great pastime. It can be a good career if you're very dedicated to it and you put the work in. If you're looking for a career where you don't have to do any work and you can sleep late, that it might not be the right career for you.